Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting series of SYNLAB podcasts where we will be discussing sleep disorders. In each episode, we plan on diving into sleep disorders and telling you a lot about it. My name is Uchenna Amadi, and I'll be your host. Before we proceed, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and follow SYNLAB Nigeria on Spotify and on YouTube. Now, before we start the first question, I would like us to meet our esteemed guest, Dr. Odunaye-Badmus Sakeenah. She is a consultant family physician at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, master's degree holder in public health, assistant general secretary of the Society of Family Physicians of Nigeria, Lagos chapter, member of the Society of Lifestyle Medicine of Nigeria. Areas of interest are adolescents, sexual and reproductive health, mental health, and lifestyle medicine. Very impressive.
Nice to hear.
You're welcome to this exciting edition of SYNLAB podcast.
You.
So I'm curious about, your interest. Why mental health and lifestyle medicine? Like, the combination is, permit me to say, mad. How are you able to? Why the interest?
Yes, thank you very much. The truth is, lifestyle medicine is the future of medicine. And why did I say that? We have a lot of medical conditions.
Okay.
The world of therapeutics, the world of drugs, the world of chemotherapeutic agents seems unending. So for some reason, whether we like it or not, all of us would have to go back to the preventive parts, which is lifestyle medicine.
Yes.
Any chronic condition whatsoever has a lifestyle component. And that was one of the things that was my own kick for really wanting to go, a bit deeper into lifestyle medicine. And for mental health.
That's very, very, very
we
impressive.
all know about mental health.
Because it looks like it is the in thing now. Everybody's talking about mental health. But I'm sure along the line, in the course of discussing sleep disorders, I'm sure you will still have a lot of things to say about it. So I would like to introduce sleep disorders to our listeners. So talking about sleep disorders and their prevalence. So can you explain to us what are sleep disorders? How prevalent are they in the society? Can you give examples, practical examples of sleep disorders, and how do they impact people's daily lives?
All right. So, the truth is everybody knows about sleep. For some reason, we know sleep, yes, we need to rest. And that's for short what it is, that state of rest. But the truth is a lot of people feel the brain goes to sleep when you're sleeping. No, the brain actually doesn't. And your muscles actually also do not go to sleep, but there is reduced activity. So sleep disorder just talks about problems that has to do with sleep. Let me put it for short. And it would amaze you to know that over 30% of the population have issues with sleep. That means 1 in every 3 have issues with sleep. So it is quite rampant. And the truth is, it is something that is really taking center stage now that there seems to be a lot of economic downturn. People seem to want to juggle this, juggle that, and make ends meet.
Yes.
So really, it's something that is really coming very, very is an in thing now. And your sleep. So a lot of people underestimate the role of sleep. Sleep affects everything we do, and I mean everything without exception. Mental health, physical health, emotional states, everything. Sleep affects it. Even now, in lifestyle medicine, sleep has been related to all chronic conditions. Diabetes, hypertension, obesity, cancers. So really, for people who feel that sleeping for long is a big deal, I think you need to look at the cost of having chronic medical condition and do the needful before time runs out on us.
Okay, so you're saying it's highly prevalent?
Yes, it is. I said 1 in every 3.
That's
1 in
scary.
every 3. And major ones are insomnia. So a lot of people have issues with sleep. They find it difficult to either go to sleep on time or stay in bed, or, some people wake up really earlier than normal.
How about people that can't help it? Because I feel like you're putting me on the table right now, because me as me am now, coming from where I'm coming from, like you're expected to like be the mom at home. I have a baby, and then you still come to work and you give your best, like you kick ass at work.
Yes.
So what do we do? Because I feel some people might be helpless about this, like not having enough sleep. So what would you say we should do?
Your concern is not far-reaching. And the reason I said that is, this is what we are faced with. So we're not discussing textbook stuff, we're discussing life issue. However, I realize that a lot of factors culminate into your inability to sleep. Stress, major one, I agree.
Stress.
However, for some people are on medication. Some people have mental health issues that can actually affect their sleep. Sometimes people don't realize that they are not sleeping. It's like having a hangover. It would only linger until the next day. And when you don't sleep, you get up in the morning, you're feeling tired, you have a foggy head. Even the things you need to do, you're unable to do it. I do something when I'm stressed and I need to do something in a short period of time, and I seem to be finding it difficult to do. All I need is 15 minutes of sleep. I get up and it's like somebody just gave me the spiritual motivation. So sometimes we really need to look at our time management as well. People would say they don't have time to do all of these things. I agree. But the truth is, what do we use our time for? Somebody's on Instagram wasting our precious time. Yet you're saying you're unable to sleep.
Instead of sleeping.
Do you understand? I mean, we'll still get to a part where we're going to talk about, sleep hygiene. Just the same way we have body hygiene, we have your mouth hygiene, we have sleep hygiene as well. And you realize that by the time I start counting, even I am not out of... it's really something. I mean, knowledge, they say, is key.
Yeah.
And knowledge without practice is just an information. Okay. You're not doing anything.
Okay.
So moving forward, we are trying to say, beyond the hurdles of life, beyond the things you need to put together, you need to do together at the same time. Time management is very important.
Yes.
When we say to people, an adult is expected to have at least 7 hours of sleep. Somebody say, in this Lagos, that is me sleeping my entire life. But the truth is,
this is me.
Look at the cost of not sleeping.
We'll come to that.
Yes.
We'll come to that.
All right.
So, okay, now you've said a lot already about sleep, and I would like you to, if possible, tabulate, if possible, or you could just summarize. Because I want us to talk about the importance of quality sleep.
Yes.
Like, why is it crucial for the overall well-being of the person or of a human being? What are the consequences of chronic sleep disorder? Like, when you don't sleep, what are the consequences? And how can it contribute to your physical and mental health? I read I read up somewhere that if you lose a night's sleep, you would need like a minimum of 3 days for your body to recover that lost time. Like, it's really amazing how one day sleep will need like 3 days. Like, I don't understand it. So please help us to explain it.
And I'd also add that even after the 3 days, you still cannot make up for what you've lost by not sleeping. Because once you set the inflammation in process, it is whatever it is the inflammation cascade is causing is ongoing. Your sleep 3 days after is just going to take care of the needs of that particular day.
So that one has gone.
Yes.
Otilo.
So really, generally, when you sleep, like I said earlier, your body does not sleep completely. Your brain does not sleep.
Yes, just
your brain goes
activity
into a state of rest where, positive emotions are pushed forward. You now have, clearer line of thoughts. Your critical thinking process is uptight. Your mental health is trying to stabilize itself. All the toxic relationships you encounter during the day, your body is trying to take care of it. I'm telling you, all of these things happen when you are asleep. Sleep affects all the parts of your body, from your cells to your organs to your mental health to the brain. When you go to bed, I keep one analogy I use for my clients is it is like running a generator without stopping it. You cannot run generator for 24 hours back to back. What would happen? It will back off.
Yes.
Your brain is your powerhouse. Your brain is the reason you're able to sit together and put your thoughts together. If you have a headache, if you have some cramps, if you have some, foggy head, you probably won't be able to do this. So beyond the physical aspect of going to bed and resting, it also helps the processes at the cellular level, that part that you cannot see. I said earlier that it sets up something we call inflammation. And that is the basis for all chronic conditions. So when you sleep, it is your body going back to its default mode. And in lifestyle medicine, we say beyond sleep, we talk about restorative sleep. That sleep that restores everything back, your vigor, your positive emotions, your energy, and all of that. So that is what exactly we talk about when we talk about sleep. Because some people will tell you, I sleep now, but you're sleeping, you're waking up 4 times in between. You're waking up every hour, you're waking up at every sound. That is not sleep. So, those are things those are some of the impacts of sleep on us.
Okay.
Cells, brain, organs, tissues, and all of that.
Okay, just before we wrap up this episode,
Yeah.
can you give us the common types of sleep disorders,
Yes.
like an overview of the most prevalent sleep disorder,
Yes.
the key characteristics of each one, if
Okay.
possible, and misconceptions about sleep disorders?
All right, so when we talk about sleep disorders, the most common one is insomnia. That's inability to sleep, inability to initiate sleep, maintain sleep, or wake up restful. There's one thing for you to
So it's
wake up
not
from
just
sleep.
inability to sleep,
Yes.
to wake up restful.
Yes, you wake up in the morning and you're foggy and your everything is
And
not
you woke
together.
up from under the bed.
Yes, and that is because you didn't have a good sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so insomnia is quite common.
Yes.
Then other ones are parasomnias, where people have a lot of behaviors when they are sleeping. We'll still come to that. That's very common now. Yes, they say somebody is snoring, that kind of thing. Yes. Then we also have another one we call restless leg syndrome, where you're sleeping, but you have this, your leg just wants to keep moving. Such person would not have a good sleep. So the same way we have insomnia, we have hypersomnolence, where people sleep excessively despite sleeping well at night. They still find
And it's not that
themselves
they are
sleeping.
pregnant too.
No, I don't want to say differential, but we'll remove that one now. But a man cannot be pregnant now. No, but seriously, that's another one. Then another common one we have around is the circadian rhythm sleep disorder. What do I mean by that? This happens a lot in people who do night shifts or people who travel.
Oh.
We have a biological clock that tells us that when it is about this time, sleep should come. But that is the time the watch night guard needs to get up and work.
Yes.
So it puts the body into a lot of disequilibrium. The body's trying to balance itself. So it's really a tough one to juggle. Then people that are traveling. When you're traveling across time zones, you're moving, you're leaving Nigeria at night.
Yes.
But you're getting to China midday. That's about the time you should be sleeping.
Yes.
So sometimes the body really tries a lot around that, trying to sort itself out. So that's another common type of sleep disorder. Another one we have would be narcolepsy. So in narcolepsy, what happens is that this person had a good sleep. But for some reason, these are the people who will sleep and something will be dropping. It's like their limb is dropping. It's like, you're sleeping and you're falling off the chair. That kind of thing. During the day, broad daylight. That's why sleeping
Sorry,
well
Dr. Badmus. Now sleep with the talk.
We have over 300 types of sleep disorder, actually. Over 300 types. It's a lot, actually. Yes.
Wow, is all I can say because what just happened?
And it's interesting to know that some people are sleep specialists. That is all they do. Just sleep specialists. So you cannot say that the word of sleep is a big one, actually.
It is very big, and we take it for granted. Like, I think we subject our bodies through a lot.
We do.
Wow.
We do.
So this is just introduction, and my mind is already blown away because I think I'm on most of the tables. I don't even know if I'm worthy to be here because I'm not helping my body. We've learned about like the prevalence that 1 out of 3 persons can actually have sleep disorder. We've talked about what sleep can do for you and what lack of sleep can also do for your body. So with this, I am sure you don't want to stop listening because we'll be back with more. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow SYNLAB Nigeria on Spotify and YouTube. Thank you very much. My name is Uchenna Amadi. We'll be right back.